Okay, I think I'm live. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Beverly. Normally, I pre-record my weekly podcast and upload it, and you have an intro and everything. And I had a summit this weekend, so I'm really behind in everything. And I thought I'll just go live. So I'm about a few minutes early, but most people don't watch me right at 11 anyway. They watch me later, so it's okay. So what I wanted to talk about was how wonderful the summit was this weekend. Um, we had, well, let me double check how many countries registered. Oh, wrong. Let's see here, summit stats. Sorry, I thought I had this file open. It didn't. We had over 10 countries, 3 in Africa, 2 in the Americas, that was US and Canada, 1 Australia, there's only 1 country there, and 4 countries in Europe, and then people all over the US, and we had lots of VIPs. And I never changed the price. It was supposed to go up to $47. The website still says it's $47, but it's really only $27. So it's still open if you want to get a VIP, because that way you can watch the replay. And I got this really awesome email. Let me see if I can do a share screen on this. Share screen. This guy, share. So I got this wonderful email. It says, I attended the event by Zoom. I am a VIP. I knew nothing about astrology before the event, so I was basically in a blank slate, basically a blank state. Okay, I'll learn to read soon. I found the event to be incredibly interesting, and I'm now interested in taking steps to learn more about astrology and natal charts. I think Dr. Beverly is the best. I'm really appreciative for the event she hosted. So glad it wasn't canceled. So what he's talking about is I was going to cancel the event because of all of the energy shifts, and everything I went through this summer was just crazy, insane, because I'm a super empath. When Pluto went back into Capricorn, I'm a Cappy. So Pluto went back into Capricorn, and I have a yod in Capricorn, and Pluto and Saturn are conjunct in my natal chart, and they're the base of the yod, and it points directly at my sun conjunct Mars in Capricorn. So when Pluto was in Capricorn, the past 20 years for me have been up and down, havoc, crazy, insane. Saturn moved out and it was only Pluto, so things were a little better. And then Pluto went into Aquarius, and wow, my March summit was off the charts. And then Pluto went back. Oh, and so I was just going to cancel the summit. And then I thought maybe I won't. And I talked to my MC Patty, and she couldn't make the September date. So we picked October 5th. And it turns out by late September, I was feeling much better because Pluto was now stationary. It was no longer going backwards, it was stationary. And I went, well, maybe I should have it, but I'll just do me. I won't even go out and try. Well, there wasn't time to recruit anybody. I sent an email out, but no one could make it. It's too last minute. I usually recruit in July and June, July. So it was really late to try and recruit the kind of speakers I like to have. I like experts, and they get busy. So I thought, okay, what can I talk about? Well, astrology is a big thing these days, and I don't do natal astrology, which means look at your natal chart, how you're doing, and look at the transits and projections and your future And I don't do mundane astrology, which is making predictions about governments or people. I only do medical astrology. And I learned it in 2006 as part of my a color puncture certification, because I'm an acupuncturist, so I also do light therapy using color puncture. And I thought, okay, maybe I'll talk about medical astrology because I've been doing a lot of additional reading and I've been taking other astrology classes as well as medical astrology classes. And I thought, because I'm adding to my 1-year certification program to be a holistic intuitive. And I thought, maybe talk about how to cast your chart and how to look at just the three bigs, your sun, moon, ascendant, and Chiron, which is the healer. Now, mostly in the past, people know their sun sign, and some people know their moon and ascendant, but I would always work at least with their sun sign, whatever they knew. But I want to start casting things and go deeper since I'm now mostly doing things online rather than mostly in person. And so that was the theme of the summit. And while I don't do full natal chart analysis, I did post in chat some really good astrologers that I follow and have taken classes from so that people could get that if they were interested. But if you want the medical astrology aspect, that's going to be part of the textbook I'm writing for my certification program. If you go to Dancing Bear Holistic Transformation.com or DB Holistic Transformation.com, the program is there. So the prerequisite is the Om for Success program. Everything is backwards, so I hope I'm pointing to the right place. Normally, everything is backwards for me, and it's usually on this side of the screen. So I'm pointing at Om for Success, so hopefully I'm pointing at the right thing. That's a free program. It's omforsuccess.com, and it's free. So that's the prerequisite. So it's stuff that I taught for 30 years. I'm now just giving that part away for free. And because I only want the people that will do this and start meditating, because if you're not meditating, you won't do well in my holistic transformation program. You have to be a regular meditator. Some people say, well, I know how to meditate, but I don't do it all the time, or I meditate, but I sometimes can't, or I don't have time, or I don't want to sit still. I have all these excuses. Home for Success will get you past that. So if you're a regular meditator, you're the kind of person I want for my class. And it's for people who want to monitor themselves, heal themselves with natural therapies, or you want to help your family, friends, loved ones, or you're a coach or an acupuncturist or a professional and you want CEUs and to get certified, then it's for you. So you start there. And so this class is actually part of that program where I show you how to cast your chart, what to look for. You only have to look at certain houses, and I explain all that to you, which houses to look at. So until the end of October, that summit will be available for $27. And you get, for the VIPs, you get 4 gifts. So let me see if I can pull that up, because I never remember everything off the top of my head. You'd think I would. So it's HEALINGMASTERYSUMMIT.com. So it's healingmasterysummit.com. And if you click registration for the VIPs, it says $47, but it's only $27. I never changed it. So the first gift is you get a 30-minute screening with me doing your sun, moon, and ascendant. And it doesn't say Chiron, but I also do Chiron. So it's basically your 3 bigs in Chiron, and you'll get a one-on-one astrology report from me and that's a value of $125. So if you just want to have your astrology report done, for $27, you get $125 value. The second gift is I'm teaching the essential oils class 1, which is prerequisite for the rest of the system. I'm reteaching it because I've made substantial changes. So if you're a VIP, you get that class for free. So if you go to dancingbeareo.com, you'll see that I sell that class for $111. There's 6 additional follow-up classes. And when you take the first class, you get the rest for free, whether you're a VIP or not. So, and I will be adding more classes. So in the summit, I talk about the book I wrote for essential oils, and it was all ready to be published. I had the cover done and everything. And I decided to wait until I do I think there'll be 13, 14 classes, everything from hair and nails, skin care, healing, pain, sleep, animals, children, all kinds of different classes. Some of them are already done and some I still have to do. So once I get those done, I'll publish the book. So if you take this class and if you go to dancingbeareo.com, you'll see I sell it for $111. That's also included for the VIPs for $27. So it's incredible gifts. And then VIP gift number 3 is a natural healing book. So there's a workshop I've taught live. I don't know that I've ever taught it online. I did a quick podcast on it once, but I've never done the class online. And I thought, why don't I do a quick ebook from the material in the class? And I called it Natural Healing, but it's the name of the class is actually Herbal Medicine Cabinet. So it's herbs that you can use instead of over-the-counter drugs. And if you look at the labels on over-the-counter drugs, they don't heal. They mask symptoms. They're not so cool. And it's grouped by category. So there's herbs for digestive issues, herbs for pain, herbs for sleep, herbs for immune system, herbs for whatever. There's several pages of herbs. There's a list of Ayurvedic herbs. So those other herbs were Chinese formulas, but there's also Ayurvedic formulas with things like ashwagandha and neem and shisandra and the Indian type herb formulas. And then there's also a list of homeopathic remedies for emergencies. I only do homeopathic emergency remedies. I don't do anything else. So it has, I think, 5 of those that you might want to have because you get immediate relief with homeopathy. And then there's another gift not listed there. I probably should add it that I made at the last minute. And I only gave it to people who are live online or people who registered as a VIP. And it's an ebook, or not even, it's only 7 pages, but it's everything you need to know about astrology. What are all the houses and what do they mean? What are all the signs and what do they mean? What are all the aspects? What are the symbols and what do they mean? What are all the houses? What do they mean? All the different parts of astrology and what they mean. And then during the summit, I show you how to look at things so you can figure things out. And then you just look it up on the ebook. What did that mean? And how to listen to other astrologers who will be talking about your sun, moon, and ascendant. And I tell people, go to the ascendant, listen to that because that's the correct house. So even though it's not your sun sign, it's the correct house. Then when you listen to your sun sign and they say, so and such is in this house, you go, where is it on my natal chart? And you go, oh, that's a different house. So you can look up the house and what that means for you. But then when they say, well, if you're a sun sign, this is what it means. So you can listen and then do the same for the moon sign. So when they say, if your moon is this, then that's for you. And if they don't say this is for your moon, it's for your sun or ascendant, then you know to use your ascendant houses, not the houses they're talking about. So I explain all of that. So for $27, you get all of this. It's like it says here 200. No, it's over $300. So this here is 236. plus 97 plus another 97. So it's almost $500 for $27. So I thought, I'll just do my podcast today and tell you what you can get. So if you go here, click, so this is holistictransformationsummit.com, click on registration, and I'll go out there today and upgrade this so you can see it. But when you click on register for the summit here, what comes up is 27. You just click that, $27. If you register for free, you will get the free gifts. Let me get out of this. So the free gift was that this natural healing book, but it doesn't have all of the Chinese herbs, and there's also a bunch of other stuff in there that it doesn't have. It just has the Ayurvedic herbs and the remedies, and then you get the for Success program, which is always free anyway. So unless you want this mini version of this book, why bother registering for free? What you want to do is come here to register. And like I said, I'll add the fourth gift, upgrade the value, and I'll take this off so that you can see this to get registered. Okay, let me do a stop share. Oh, I wasn't sharing. You didn't see any of that. Okay, that happened. Okay, let me quickly go back there. Obviously, I'm having a crazy day. Let's go back here, share. Okay, so you're going to come to healingmasterysummit.com, click on registration, and then I'm going to update this, and then you click register for summit. And when this comes up, you're going to pick, and you can see it still says $27. So you just click that. And so let me do a stop share and back to you. So sorry, I didn't do that right. The energy in October is going to get crazier. The summit was in this little window with things were kind of calm, but more events are coming in October, and it's going to be even worse in November. In December, I think around the 22nd, 23rd. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. 22nd, 23rd, Pluto will finally go into Aquarius, and things are really going to change. There is going to be a square, I think, with Jupiter, which is not so good. So it may take until around April of next year before things really start to calm down. But after that, things are supposed to be a lot better. Little ups and downs here and there, depending on where you live, until 2026. And what we need to do as humanity is help each other. What's going on in some areas right now, I'm not going to name things so we don't get busted off of YouTube, but you know where things are happening, even in this country with hurricanes and people needing help. If you're able to help, please do. I live on Social Security, so if I had money, I'd send it. I know if you live in the area, there's churches collecting clothes and socks. Some of these people lost everything, including their whole family. So if you can help, I encourage you to help. And but I encourage you to sign up for the summit and get all those wonderful gifts, because I like to give stuff away for free. And if you'd like to join us for the essential oil masterclass, so it is a masterclass, and it's considerably bigger than it was originally because I've added a lot more to it. And I've taken some stuff that was in the last class and I moved it into the first class because I had to redo it. Because after spending a year doing a lot of these DIY projects, so that's what these other classes are. They're DIY. So if you want to know how to do things, how to do your own blends and that kind of thing, that's all in the master class, how to do that. And the other classes are recipes, most of which I've tested and tried, and I know that they work. So hope to see you then. And thank you for joining us. And if you would be so kind to like, subscribe, and share, it really helps the algorithms, and I get a lot more people signed up that way. so I can reach a bigger audience, I would be very, very, very grateful. So thank you all for joining us, and remember to be the light you want to see in the world.